Hello and welcome to the 7th day of my 12 bakes of Christmas. As we're getting closer to the big day, it's time to put a bit of glamour on our table. And this is a perfect dessert. It's a take on a trifle, but this one's got elderflower in it. It looks absolutely amazing and you will love the twist with the jelly. So, talking about glamour, I got the glitter ball, which I'm gonna add to my Christmas decoration. So happy baking and I'm carry on decorating. See you later. For the almond sponge, place 250 grams of unsalted butter in a bowl, along with equal amount of ground almond and golden custard sugar and 30 grams of plain flour. And I'm just going to mix that with an electric mixer. So start at slow speed. Time to add our eggs, one at a time. Add the eggs separately to prevent curdling. Before I start to bake it, I'm just going to boost the flavor of the almond by adding half a teaspoon of almond extract. Spread the sponge evenly on a baking tray and place it in a preheated oven for 10 to 12 minutes at 200 degrees. So our sponge is baking away. And of course, a trifle wouldn't be a trifle without a jelly. On the low heat, warm up 250 ml of homemade raspberry puree. So the raspberry puree is nice and hot now, and I'm going to add to it 4 leaves of gelatine, which are soaked in cold water. Stir the gelatine in until it's dissolved. Pour the jelly into a deep baking paper lined up with cling film. And you will have to be patient because all will be revealed at the end. Place in the fridge to set. And now let's finish the rest of the recipe. Remove the cooked sponge from the oven and leave it in its tin to cool down. So another hallmark to a proper English trifle is cream and custard. So I'm going to put that all away and I'm going to replace the cream with mascarpone cheese and a beautiful vanilla custard. Mix 250 grams of mascarpone cheese with 150 milliliters of vanilla custard. So I'm going to put that aside and I'm going to bring all the ingredients ready to build up my trifle. Take 300 grams of fresh raspberry and pour over 1 tablespoon of elderflower cordial. Next, remove the cooled sponge. Cut 4 large discs and 4 smaller ones. It's time to layer up the trifles. Place the small sponge disc at the base of the glass bowl. It's just a little splash of kirsch. Next, a little bit of cream. Now for the booze. And I'm sure you've been wondering what's going to happen to the jelly because normally you expect it to have it at the base of your trifle dish. So, time to reveal the secret. Turn the jelly out and peel off the cling film. Slice into cubes. And here we are, this is my raspberry and elderflower trifle. And to be honest, looking at the glass like this, it could be any trifle. You got the cream, you got the layers. Maybe the only giveaway is the cubes of jelly on the top. But of course, we know there's more to it than just the jelly. And there is the only way to find out is to go for it and dig the spoon in. This is very delicious. We got all the components of a classic trifle, but with a twist. Layers of sponge, a rich almond sponge. You get the flavor of the almond soaked with the kirsch. The cream is light, but at the same time very luxurious with the mascarpone and the custard mixed together. And of course, at the end, you got the lovely zesty taste of the raspberry jelly who cut it through, who actually make it quite refreshing. I know people are gonna say this is not a trifle, but you know what? This is my trifle, and I'm gonna carry on eating it. We are over halfway through our 12 bakes of Christmas, and tomorrow it's heartwarming, a nice proper cake. It's pear and prunes, something that's going to keep you nice and warm over the fire.